college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hilltoppers will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will take the field first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, but basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get it started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off play action on first down. Quick strike complete. just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
I'll tell you, this guy's really special when he only has 2 seconds to throw the football. But if you're going to give him that much time, he's going to put up crazy numbers in this game. He has such a good understanding of this offense and where his guys are. He did not need all that time to throw that completion, but certainly he'll take it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got his man. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll try the run.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Back has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he can go. Turning it on. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on first down. They'll run the screen. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. They're working that left side. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Hilltoppers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got his man down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. He's loose. He's at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And that's good enough for a first down.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. The RPO, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Fires to the tight end. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Toppers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready.
Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He leaves it with his back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Now on second down.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
On the move from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback may change this route. second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Quickly to the tight end. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Hilltoppers are rolling down the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up.
And the Hilltoppers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. Across the 25. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Hilltoppers will try to punch it in on first and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Defense.
That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes to grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be smacked to the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
They kick it away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab, it's Huff. Makes his way out to the 20 before he's stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Punt is in the air. Fair catch called for and made. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. hauls it in. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time at Georgia.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Huff. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Hilltoppers will hustle to the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Caught in the backfield, it's Huff. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it.
Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He's got great speed. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Hilltoppers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Release to the back. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, WKU.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. To the air on 1st down. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give from the gun. Makes one man miss. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's McCray. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wants to go up top on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Velasquez. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to the...
Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your...
There he goes! He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. Across the 25, he's got room. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Hilltoppers are in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Found a seam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Back to pass on second down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt.
Number 17, on to kick it away.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Hilltoppers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Firing to the right, complete.
And this offense has definitely got to take a second right here and understand this is the most important play of the game. It's 4th down. We got to get the first down over the clock and the time running. They got to make sure they get a conversion here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Turning it on. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, if puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
To the air on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go.
Watch out, go over.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where you're
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Topper. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the 2-point try. Trying to pound it in. He gets it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and the late gamble pays off by giving them the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's taking the deep shot. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, if that last incompletion's any indicator, it's going to be hard to convert this 4th and short coming up. You're trailing late in the game. You've got to come up with a big completion, but where are you going to go? Where's your best matchup here on this next critical down?
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
They're going to ride this running back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.